Hey guys, Dev here at WeBuyHouses.com. It's Tuesday, August 26th. We're waiting for the next launch of the SpaceX Starship Neos. I don't know if I'm saying that right. But anyway, that's coming up. But in the next 10 minutes, we're going to figure out what to offer on a house. Welcome to the Cash Offer Masterclass. This is a new video series I'm starting where we're just going to look at deals that are being offered to us, and we're going to run the numbers on them and see what the cash offer ought to be. It's a Cash Offer Masterclass, and I'm going to also offer you, if you reach out to me, the cash offer calculator that I have for you guys to use, and we'll look at that. So let's jump into it. The victim today is from Bluebonnet Properties. Bluebonnet Properties does a great job. These guys are wholesalers, and they are finding deals out there, my friends. Let's look at this one. It's at 7842 Dosh Street in Dallas, Texas. They say the ARV is 240 and the purchase price is 108. They also say in the title price drop, which means they put the property out and didn't get too many bites on it. So, by the way, before we jump into this, it's easy for me to maybe pick on a on an opportunity like this and say, oh, I wouldn't pay that or whatever. But look, these guys are not just spending 10 minutes looking at the numbers. They spent 10 hours getting this deal under contract, probably more. So look, reach out. If you're a serious cash buyer, reach out to those guys, Taylor at 469-283-6950. And because they are serious wholesalers. And if you're looking for inventory, these guys are getting stuff under contract. So that's all I'm going to say, because I do kind of pick on these things, but I don't mean any harm. I just want to show you guys the numbers here in the Cash Offer Masterclass. So let's look at this thing. So I'm going to show you the cash offer calculator. And so what we do with this is I basically put the address in, grab the square feet, and then I go looking for the ARV. Now, what I'll see often is with my tool Property Radar. I can't dive into this tool for you guys because it shows all the personally identifiable information for the homeowner. We don't want to do that here on the video. But if we just go to Zillow, it's at 145,200, 900 square feet, exactly what we expected to see. Built in 1950, that all sounds right. If I go down here to Realtor, let's see what Realtor has for it. We're kind of looking for an average. Whoop, that wasn't what I was looking for. 70, that wasn't a good link for it. 7842, don't see it. Maybe it's not on Realtor. And I don't see it on anything else. Be real careful. Like, you can put in an address on Google, and then you come down here and see it's not the same. It's not the same address. So, okay, let's basically jump back over to the calculator, and let me tell you. In my Property Radar tool, I find that the property could be worth 177 according to Property Radar's automated valuation metrics, which I trust. And so I'm going to say that. And also, that's at 197 a square foot, which is actually kind of high for a small house, in Dallas. So let's just go with that. Immediately, we kind of have an issue here in that here the AR is stated at 240. This really puts a lot of problems or issues on the model here to try to deliver a good ROI. What we're going to do with this one is we're going to come over here. We're going to go to additional photos. We're going to look at the property. There it is. There it is. Out there cleaning it up. Little 2-1. It's not a bad house. Roof doesn't really look that bad. I don't know. We'd have to really look up under here. But, yeah. You can see some issues up under there. You see that? Ooh, yeah. Nothing we haven't seen, but, there's just it's just old, built in 1950. And that's a real challenge because houses are built differently today. But, it is what it is. Let's go walking down the side of the house. There's some stuff here. I would maybe expect the condenser there. We're looking for the outside air conditioning unit, the condenser unit. We want to see what that looks like if it is there. I'm very concerned about these things, these rafters or whatever you'd call these in this overhang. Yeah. I don't know, probably not a huge deal. Might have had a window unit in there or something. Not a bad little neighborhood of little houses, and got a little storage unit in the back, and there would be I think that's our condenser unit under all that stuff, y'all. I don't, ooh, window unit laying on the ground over there, window unit there. I don't think this thing's gonna have HVAC. Here's your electrical. Ooh, whole electrical box has to go. This is going to come into play here later, but that probably won't pass inspection. Let me get in there. Let's get in there and look at that thing. Wow. I don't know. Look, these Square D, honestly, the box looks horrible, but the breakers look good. So I don't know. Maybe we can get away with not a full electrical on the thing. A little junky. Lots of window units, guys. Obviously, what do we know? We know it has no central HVAC. That condenser unit that we see right there hasn't been running in many years. In fact, they've stacked stuff on top of it. It is a goner. It's a goner. But that tells me it probably has a central HVAC stack in it, the furnace and evaporator coil and all that business. Here's our electrical coming in, dropping in, and yeah. It's hard to tell about roof from pictures. I think that's that storage unit in the back. Bunch of junk, easy to clear. There's your pictures of it. So now, obviously, I haven't been to visit this property, so my offer will not be that accurate because I wasn't there. But we just saw some pictures provided by Blue Bonnet. Really appreciate that. As we look at the house now, there was a lot of things we didn't see, like the inside of it. I'm going to assume full cosmetic. So let me just explain how the model works now. If it's full, you put a 1. 9 G's. Because it's $10 a square foot for a 900 square foot house. That's how that works. If you look at the expense variables, there's your 10, okay? So if you want to tweak the variables in the model, there they are, per square foot. Everything in real estate is about per square foot. So don't get caught up in that guy got 300, I should get 300. No, it's per square foot. We got to know the per square foot. General repairs. So here again, if I put 1, it's going to add $6 a square foot. Now we're at 14.4. Yeah, I would say that thing we can't see inside. I'm going to leave it as a full 100% on the general repairs. Electrical, who knows? So if you went 1, you would get that one thing. If it's 100% needs 100% electrical, maybe it doesn't need that. Maybe it needs a 0.5. Maybe it needs a half of an electrical system, right? So that's how we're kind of playing with that. Plumbing, we don't know. We just don't know these things. I think if you were going to get rid of the window units, you would need an entire HVAC, which would be at least $5,400. What was our variable there on the HVAC? $6 a square foot. Test these variables against your local market. But ChatGPT and I had a long conversation, and it helped me kind of pick my variables. Foundation, we don't know. Roof, we don't know. The roof could be bad. I might put 0.25 or 25% chance of needing roof repairs, or 25% size job. That puts me at about $24,750 on this little house as far as rehabs. It could be more. If the plumbing was bad, that could throw in couple thousand more if it was really bad. We went to 100%. That'd be like 5 G's for the plumbing. So we don't know. Let's go 0.25. Dude, a house like that, it's going to need a little bit of everything. Maybe not in this case foundation. So we're going to stick with that. It's about 25 grand, 26 grand in repairs. So now let's think about what is the offer. Here is the Cash Offer Masterclass. The house is worth $197 per square foot ARV. The repairs are about $30 of that, or $29 per square foot on that on that 900 square foot house. So the ARV that we've identified is $177,300. If we multiply that times 70%, you guys know the basic formula for residential real estate investing is after repaired value times 70% minus repairs equals your cash value. Here's the calculator. And so at 70%, 124 is the kind of the discounted rate off the ARV minus the repairs of 26 brings us to 98,123. I'd like to pay 98,123 for that house. Now they're offering it for 108. They probably got it for 98. 103. Those guys are pretty smart, and they're looking for a cash buyer that'll, basically pay a little bit of a premium because the house, they brought it to you. They went out hunting and they brought it back to you. You didn't have to go out and find it. So look, I like these guys at Blue Bonnet Properties, and I think they bring a lot of good deals to the table. A lot of them in Dallas, a lot of them in the surrounding areas. Now, there were a few things that they mentioned here. Roof needs repair, foundation good condition, HVAC needs repair. And we saw that. Now, they're saying roof new. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back here. I'm going to put my roof at 0. 99. So it's $100,000 house. They're basically asking for what I would call an 8% premium to get this house from them. They teed it up for you. They got it. And let's see, what do they think it would rent for? Do they say that? No, they didn't talk about that. But, it's going to rent. It's only 900 square feet in a 2, so it may rent for $1,200, $1,400, something like that. Anyway, that was our deal today. Thank you, Blue Bonnet Properties. Thank you, Taylor. We appreciate looking at this deal and just running back through it. There were our numbers. This is how the calculator works. You put a 1 if it needs 100% of that, and you put a smaller, 0.5 or a 0.25 if you want, if you say it's not that bad. Pretty easy to use the calculator. So if you want this calculator, if you want me to look at one of your deals, just reach out to me, Dev, at WeBuyHouses.com. I look forward to talking to you guys. I like doing this. I'm going to make some more of these videos. I think the Cash Offer Masterclass with the Cash Offer Calculator is a great way to help you guys think about how we value these transactions. So great to spend some time with you. Let me go to full screen and say adios, my friends. We'll talk to you soon, and have a great day. Oh, let's go see if it launched.